Okay, let's go ahead and unbox this reServer by Seed Studio. Assembly guide. It's nice hard foam. Here's the actual bread and butter. So you do get 2 antennas for it. Looks like there are 4 ports for antennas over here, if you look. You get a screwdriver. Looks like a fan connector to a little JST connector. You get a few screws. And a power supply. This is a 12 volt at 5 amps, so a 60 watt power supply. Okay, so let's go ahead and take off these thumb screws and take a look on the inside. So this is a nice aluminum case. So you have your drive bays. So it looks like you get 2 drive bays here. You can see this is also would fit. There's 2 different models. This is the lower end one, which doesn't have this extra peripherals. So let me go ahead and start taking apart these. So drive bay, drive bay. And so here's the actual motherboard. So this reServer is the x86A1115, which means it has a 16 gigabytes of RAM and a 512 gigabyte solid state drive, NVMe, M.2 drive. This is running a Intel Core 11th Gen Tiger Lake i3, and the RAM is actually DDR4. And then there are 2 SATA ports, which would be the 2 right here that we can use for adding 2.5mm drives or solid state drives. It looks like you have mounting for both here. So you got the 4 for solid state, or you got the 4 out here for a large 3.5mm. And for peripherals, we have the power in, 2 USB. Looks like one is USB 3 and another is just USB 2. We have DisplayPort, HDMI, and 2 2.5 gig LAN ports. Okay, so you had to go ahead and take off the side plate, which is here for the peripherals. The board now comes out, but there's some connections still. Okay, so here's the board. I had to take off the M.2 so I could unplug the 2 antennas that are on the M.2 underneath for the Wi-Fi. Flip it over, pretty large heat sink. There looks like there's an SD card slot here. Here, there's another M.2 slot that it says that we could add a cellular module or another SD card, or sorry, solid state drive. This one's PCIe, this is NVMe. Yeah, pretty neat little board, and it sounds like it's gonna be pretty powerful. Okay, so in terms of the case, you got the 2 hard drive connectors down here. Looks like with a few more screws I could take off all the plastic housings, but I'm not going to do that. Underneath is a singular fan. It looks like it sucks air in this way, and then it would obviously blow it through here, through all these cooling fins, and then out the top here. So I'm going to go ahead and reassemble this. So overall, this is a pretty neat looking little unit. I like the full form factor. I like the aluminum front. There is a QR code here on the back of this manual that I'm going to scan because, as you can see, it says this is the wiki for it. Brings up a page not found. So according to the wiki, it does have Windows 10 Enterprise unactivated that has been pre-installed. So I can boot it and activate the OS, or I can install Linux or any other OS that I may like on this. I plan on just running Windows 10, what it comes with for now. I'm not exactly sure what I'm going to do with it. I might make it just like a little mini computer for the workshop area, run all my slicers and all the 3D printers from it, and then possibly have it run Home Assistant. But thank you for tuning in. Once again, this is the reServer by Seed Studio. I can actually put on the screen. Here's the information for it. This is the specs. Excited to get into it, start trying it out, see what I can do with it. So expect a few more videos down the line for it.